Guys, it's Maria Rothenberger from the Miracles Happen Fertility Center at drmariarothenberger.com, bringing you week 15 of the Compassion series that I am doing for the year 2020, using this book, A Year of Living with More Compassion. And this quote, the quote for this week, the book is 52 quotes for 52 weeks of a year that are designed to help more compassion into your work and therefore the world outside you. Because when we cultivate compassion inside of us, it just spreads. And this quote this week is a really giant highlight of that. It's a really big example of how when you work on yourself, it helps to work on other people. It spreads, it just spreads to other people. So you've probably heard this quote before. It is by Mahatma Gandhi. Again, this is week 15 of this compassion series. The quote is, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Again, by Mahatma Gandhi. If you have never heard that quote before, contemplate now. What does it mean for you? You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Basically, it means if you have a bunch of complaints about what's going on in your world and in the world at large, the way to change it is not to point fingers and blame and say, you need to be different, you need to be different, you need to be different. The way to change the world starts with you. It starts internally. There's a small example in my microcosm world compared to the rest of the world that happened recently. Two scenarios that tie together. So my husband and I, we have mom and dad time only in our bedroom. We have coffee in the morning. And my husband loves to turn on the news. Now, I don't love the news, but he loves to turn on the news. And there was a bunch of blame going around on this coronavirus thing. This is being recorded in April of 2020. And so we're right in the thick of it. And there's a lot of blame going around, you know, the president, the World Health Organization, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there thinking, and I said outwardly to my husband, why is there blame? There's just so much blame going around. Why aren't we just focusing on fixing this issue rather than pointing fingers? Well, just the day before, my son had, or we thought, I was cleaning the table, the kitchen table, and there were giant scratches on the table that looked like somebody was using some kind of tool to accidentally, I think, carve into our kitchen table. Now, my husband and I have an inkling of who did that, but we were thinking about blame. Who did this? Was it you? Was it you? Was it you? Was it you? As opposed to, well, that happened and it sucks. Now what? How does it help to blame anybody? What does it do to solve any kind of problem? All it does is create this elevated state in us, which doesn't help at all. So, lesson learned for me, if I want the world at large to be different, if I want the world at large to be more peaceful, I need to change that within myself, as do you and everybody. We need to look within and say, why is that? What can I do in me that helps change that outside world? What can I do? And I'm starting with small little things like that. Oh, that reminds me of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, right? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Yeah, well, I'm probably dating myself here. It's a good song. Go check it out. You're on YouTube anyway, so check it out. Okay, what can you do today to foster change in the world? A reading from this book here. If we want others to have clarity of focus, to be present for life as it unfolds, to be awake to the wondrous mysteries of this time we call our lives, then we must begin to cultivate these very qualities ourselves. Basically what I just said, right? Okay, the compassion practice for this week To be the change we wish to see in the world, we need to be aware of our awareness. We need to be aware that we're aware. Maybe that. Maybe we need to be aware of the awareness of the awareness. We need to be aware of our awareness to hold within this place of knowing our own unfolding sense of being awake. Okay, what does that mean? The fact that I paid attention, oh, it's really annoying when I see people blaming each other on the news. And then I realized, oh, crap, I was doing that myself. That's being aware of the awareness. That is it. It's a great example. Okay. The notion of being the change you wish to see in the world also requires that we hold our own intention in the front of our minds, that we pay attention to our intention. So, setting an intention to remove blame from my way of being and way of thinking, I am holding that intention and I'm paying attention. Now in the future, when I go to blame, I'm going to be like, oops, I'm being the change that I wish to see in the world. So you're paying attention to that intention. In these many ways, Gandhi was offering to us a powerful sentiment at the heart of what it means to be compassionate. Taken into our hearts and heads, our minds can bring compassion into the world from the inside out. Okay, I'm being compassionate towards my need to blame somebody for those scratches on the table. That's where my brain went. I am holding a new intention to be different, and I'm paying attention to when that comes about again. I'm also aware that I'm aware that that's happening. Okay, how are you going to be aware this week? What's one thing that you can set an intention to change? I'll see you in week 16, and I hope that you feel way more compassionate about yourself and others right now.